Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and I have a very exciting video today. Okay, so I believe in my February plans, oh look at the lights coming out. In my February plans, I talked about a book box that I wanted to try, and I thought would be fun to do a little read with me, unbox with me video, because this thing is way bigger than I thought it would be. I just want to say that out. Like, I can barely fit it in frame. But this is the Once Upon a Book Club Valentine's Day box edition. And yeah, so I think I mentioned that I got She Doesn't Have a Clue, which is the book for the Valentine's Day box. And the way this box works is you have the book, and then there are items that correspond with certain milestones on page numbers that you are supposed to open those items as you read the book. And so I thought, what a fun way to do a little reading vlog, but also an unboxing. And it's like Valentine's Day themed, so I feel like it's just perfect, just, you know, serendipitous. And yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. I need scissors, so let me go grab those. It's just massive. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get this into frame. Look how fun. Okay, here, come here, I'll show you. So this is what the box looks like. It looks like we have a little guide here. Oh, look, it even has a drink to try to go with it. Very interesting. I'm not really a vodka girly, but you know, have at it. We have a sticker and some other things. And then, of course, we have our book. Okay, good, it's a sticker. So here's our book. She Doesn't Have a Clue. And so I like that, you know, everything's very in theme here. So we have the book. And then as you'll see here, we've got different milestones. So this one is clearly page 105. Interesting. Ooh, page 280. This one is page, oh, this one's very early. We might get to this one today, y'all. And I think this one, oh wow, very light. Page 256. Well, let's see what's in this little packet thing before we get started with just reading. Because I'm excited to get to page 23. Like, we could easily do that today. Gracious. It's not gonna ruin it if I look at this little thing, is it? Sticker. I know they have like one of these water bottles where they have like the mountain stickers, but I'm not buying a new water bottle, but this will definitely fit very nicely on this one. Oh, this is cute. So the little bookmark says, "She doesn't have a clue. Our story begins, as these stories often do, with an awfully convenient murder." And then on the back it says, "To remember to only open your gifts once you've reached the given page." But they'll remind us. Oh, that's cute. So it has this on here, but it also has a letter from the author. All right, let's see if this is gonna ruin. Okay, good. Good, this doesn't ruin anything, so we can look at it. But, so it has a little card, and it says, "Dear reader, our story begins, as these stories often do, with an awfully convenient murder. My murder mystery rom-com mashup. She Doesn't Have a Clue tells the story of Kate Valentine, a cozy mystery author who attends the weekend wedding of her ex-fiance / current editor. Kate expects the curious stares and whispered comments, but what she doesn't expect to trip over is the bride's lifeless body the night before the ceremony. And really, who among us is ever prepared for a body to drop? She certainly doesn't expect to be accused of poisoning the bride and staging it to look like a scene out of her latest mystery. Now Kate will have to launch her own investigation with the help of Jake Hawkins, aka the Australian. Oh, I hate that. I really hate that. AKA, oh, two AKAs? The one that got away. It's a race to figure out who the real murderer on the island is before Kate ends up the victim of her own plot. And then it says, I wrote Clue at a time when I just needed to have fun. I took all the tropes I love and packed them in tight. A remote island location, a wild storm, a spooky manor, filled with family secrets galore, a lavish society wedding, a second chance romance, and an overly ambitious amateur sleuth who puts the oops in snoops. I needed a book that made me laugh, swoon, gasp, sigh, and second guess the suspects until the very end. It is my love letter to the paperback romances I bought from church sales with the covers removed to avoid detection, as well as the evening spent watching Murder, She Wrote. It's like the 80s cult classic Clue if they got it on. I hope you find the same escape I did in the zany, charming, earnest story of a woman whose answer to the question, what the heck do I do now, is she doesn't have a clue. I can't wait to see your Bookstagram, book talks, and reviews. All right, we also do have the little book sleeve sticker thing, book sticker. It's slightly off center. That's okay. All right, we put our sticker in, so I don't have to worry about that. We've got our bookmark here. Might as well stay in theme. Oh, cute. I just did like a quick flip through, and look. It has like a little note, a little sticky note on here when it's time to open your gift. That is so fun. I'm really excited. As I said, I do think we can jump in to reading a little bit because we only need to get to page 23 before we open our first item. And so I think that would be super fun to go ahead and get started on reading this. I see no other use of our time that makes sense. Exciting news. We've reached chapter 23. Chapter 23. Wow, that would be exciting. You'd be like, dang, girl, we didn't open any presents. No, we've reached page 23, as you would have just seen. So we have our little note here to open our first gift. Before we do that, let me recap. So we actually opened with the main character, Kate's protagonist from her story, who is named Loretta. Where did I get Lucille? Named Loretta. And I guess her third book was A Murder at a Wedding. And so I was confused. At first I was like, who's Loretta? Why is she solving the murder? I thought Kate was solving the murder. And then I realized as I got to the second page that it was in fact like a little excerpt from one of the books. And so we meet Kate. She is taking a rideshare up to a dock to get to this remote island called Hempstead Island for her ex-fiance's wedding, and is desperately trying to get out of her writer's block because she cannot seem to find an angle for book 4 of her series with her main character, Loretta. We also have already met the love interest, Jake. As I read that card, it is a second chance romance. So we're kind of getting some bits and pieces of how they know one another. Jake is a former surfer who injured his back, and so now he does like extreme adventure tours, and something happened between them that we don't know yet. And I don't know. It's 23 pages in, so I won't say like I'm in love with anything right now, but I am excited to open our first little thing. The last thing we had was Jake applying a salve to Kate to Kate's lip because she busted her face when they jerked this this little train coach to a halt on the seat in front of her. So let's see what we have for page 23 that goes along with that little tidbit. So here we are, page 23. Could definitely be a solve. Could also be some kind of deer thing because there was like a stuffed deer that was like on the tracks. I don't know. Let's see. All right. It's a little box. Okay. It's a lip balm. I was right. Cute, very cute. Yes, so this is Feel Good Lip Balm. Sweet mint, that's nice. Oh, it's got squalene in it. Well, what isn't that fancy? Okay. Cool. The one thing I don't like about tins, oh, it's pretty. Look how pretty. It's kind of shiny and purple. The one thing I don't like about tins is I don't like having to dip my finger in it, but idea, gave a little color. I like the idea of these because I know they're a little more environmentally friendly than the plastic tubs. The problem I have with them is like if my hands aren't clean, I'm not gonna want to dip my fingers into my lip balm and then put it on my lips. I feel like that does not sound appealing to me. So there is that one little tidbit here. But here we go. First item opened, which is so exciting. And now we have quite a bit to read before we get to the next one. Our next one is going to be page 105. And I will tell you, I'm thinking it's a raft. I'm just telling you from just the feels of it. But that is what we're getting to. Yeah, so we won't have an update for a little while. We've got over 80 pages before our next one. So page 105 will be the next time that I check in with you. But fun, very interesting little game we're playing here. Oh, I got to page 105. So I think it's a sweater because where we left off, we finally had the murder, but now there is some connection between Kate's books and the attempted murder. So she created a murder wall and Jake was like, what are you wearing? And she's like, oh, it's my sleuthing sweater. So I think the next gift we're opening is a sleuthing sweater. So let's see if I'm correct here. 1, 2, see? There we go. Okay. Maybe not. Yes. Oh, it's cute. It is. Oh my gosh. It literally says Kate's sleuthing sweater. That's so stinking cool. Hmm? This isn't really a sweater. How does this thing work? There's some buttons on the side. We've got our little shawl here with our lip balm. Oh. I kind of wish it looked like this though. Not gonna lie. But still super cool. Still super nifty. Really went with it. It is fun to like guess the clues and to see how they relate to the story. So we have our sleuthing sweater. Needs to be washed, so I'm not gonna keep it on. We have the sleuthing sweater. Cool, cool, cool. The next gift isn't till like $2.50 something. So probably won't have another check-in tonight, I don't think. That would be over ambitious, I believe, for myself. $2.56, whatever this is. So that is the next time we will check in and see what we get in the box. Shutting this up so Pumpkin doesn't get into it tonight, as she may want to. But yeah, so that is fun. Story-wise, it is kind of what it is. Kate is a bit of a mess. We've gotten a little more background of how she got to her ex-fiance's wedding and what kind of happened with them, and then also a little bit more idea of what happened with Jake. And I do think we're also getting, like, we're seeing in bits and pieces of her book series that a little more detail into what happened with Jake. Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know where I'm sitting at with the book. It's fine, I'm having a fun time, but I don't know exactly where I'm sitting at with it. But we're still pretty early on. Like, we've really just started getting into the clue seeking, the mystery aspect. We've more been in the bumbling heroine rom-com aspect at the moment. So getting into the mystery, so I will definitely have some updates for you about time we check in for page 256. Hello. It is, oh, I haven't had my hair back like this in so long. It seems odd and different for me, but hello. It is Tuesday night and we have made significant progress since last time we checked in. Specifically, we have gotten to our next gift. What do you see right here? So we reached page 256 and it's time to open our next gift. I'm a little curious as to what it's going to be because this was on a spicy scene. So, I was perplexed, but we shall see. But what has happened in the last 150 or so pages? We've had a murder, an actual murder now. We don't know who the murderer is yet. We have had the reveal of what happened with our second chance romance here, of, you know, what happened between Jake and Kate. We've found out they've kind of remedied that situation. The house is getting a little bit more clue-like with secret passageways and different things like that. This wedding is like literally the wedding from hell. I actually feel quite bad for Kennedy, the bride of this wedding, because it's going pretty crazy. but I still don't know. I don't know if I've been following for the clues. This is kind of just more like a fun romp to me, which I feel like Clue is as well. Like when I watched the movie Clue, I wasn't really trying to figure out who was the murderer in the movie. It was just such a fun time with a goofy cast of characters. And I feel like She Doesn't Have a Clue is giving very similar vibes. I'm feeling like this book is going to be a solid like 3.5. I'm having a good time. It's kind of delivering on what it said. It's not taking itself too seriously. And I like the main female character and male main character good enough. I think they're cute. I think this is just a good little time, is really where I'm at. So we still have like 50, 60 pages left, something like that. But let's see. As I said, this was a spicy scene. And so I was like, is this gonna be comments or toothpicks? Either one seemed like a very weird gift. So let's go ahead and see what it's going to be. Oh! Oh, okay, that's funny. That is funny. So it is Pleasure Pack, and it's a set of 6 individually wrapped tea bags with chai and jasmine flowers. That's funny. Let's take a look at what these actually look like. Little tea bags here. This one's the jasmine one. We have white juice. Who did this to you? Only one bed is a trope for this one. And we also have, oh, I think it's Big T Energy. Yep, Big T Energy. Okay, okay. Good to know. Was a little concerned because I was not sure where this was going. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away about the book, you know, because it is a murder mystery-ish kind of thing. So trying not to give too many details. But our main character's still not quite sure who has done the deed there, and is getting a little distracted as well by her man friend. So that leaves us with just one more gift, which is on page 280. So that shouldn't take too long. I don't know if we'll do this tonight, but that will leave us one more page, one more gift to open, and then we'll have the final book, final reveal, final kind of thing. So, hello. It is Friday when this video is supposed to go up, and it will, because we still only have about 20 pages left, but I finally reached the final gift here. So with that, I wanted to open this up. I have to run and ship a book out. So I wanted to do this really quick before we wrap up this book and this vlog. But I'm curious what this gift will be. I feel like it's gonna be like a wine kind of influence thing. It's a flat box from what I remember. Okay, come on up. There we go. Because this is both a mystery and a romance, it's kind of like some of the romance half was like squished together. So more of a slow burn in a way with the rekindling. But we reached page 80 and our heroine, Kate, has discovered how the person passed away. And like I said, they also were looking at wine. So I think this has something to do with wine. It's very light though, so I'm really not sure. And there's tape on this. And I don't really feel like getting up to open it, but I may have to. Ooh. Yeah, so we have quite a bit to wrap up in the next 30 pages. We still don't know who the murderer is. That is unclear. And then of course we need our romantic interest to make up we gotta do all that. And, oh. Okay. Okay, this makes sense now. That's actually quite funny. Here she is. Really, really funny. Okay. That makes sense with the story. Very funny, very timely for me. And now we've gone through all gifts. I guess we could do a quick recap. Or maybe we'll do that after we actually finish the book. Yeah, we'll do that after we've actually finished the book. We'll do a quick recap. Oh, the lighting just changed drastically here. We will do a quick recap after I have finished the book completely. So about 30 pages left of that. We'll talk about my thoughts and we'll review what we actually got. But like I said, I need to get to the post office. We have done it. We have finished She Doesn't Have a Clue by Jenny Elder Moak, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars. Right where I thought it would be. Let me catch my breath. Yeah, just a fun time. Definitely, I would say, more shenanigans with the mystery than, like, if you're looking at for more romance heavy, I would say it's like a romance, but definitely like a silly mystery. Definitely see the inspirations from Clue because everything's a little bumbling. Our lead character is not the best detective, and it's a silly house with secret passageways and a cast full of characters. So definitely giving that Clue vibe. I like the romance. I like the way their story ended. And it does seem like the author is setting up for a companion novel at the end, in the epilogue. But I do not think it'll be the same style as this one, just considering the two characters that she's included. So, overall, fun time. Like I said, going to review our items one last time. Was a lip balm, which I will use right now. My lips are chapped. So a lip balm had to do with our two main characters and him applying a salve to her lips. Second item, we have our sleuthing sweater. Again, not as cool as the actual sleuthing sweater in the book, but still fun. Still fun. I like having a little extra. This would be like a good, like if you're going to an event and don't want a jacket, but maybe it gets cold. Kind of like a blanket situation. So there's that. Third one, went with a romance scene. We have our very naughty tea bags here. And final one is our bridal champagne bottle cover. So those are the 4 items that we got with the book. Also get a little playlist because some of the characters were watching Mamma Mia near the end, and so they had the QR code for it to get on Spotify, so I thought that was pretty fun. So that was everything that was included in the box. Overall, I think a very fun time. Very fun reading experience. Interesting to see how they tried to get creative with the items and matching it with the story. I would definitely do it again if I saw a book that I was interested in. They do have a Wuthering Heights one, and I do anticipate on reading Wuthering Heights for our Whistle Down Wishes series. So perhaps when I get to that, maybe I will get another box and see what little gifts come with that, because this was really fun. So I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around for more Bookish Nerdist content, feel free to subscribe. I upload now on Fridays and Sundays sometime. And until next time, I hope you read a good book. I hope you find some joy. And most importantly, I hope you do something to make the world a better place. And I will see you in my next one. Bye. I don't remember if I took a picture for this.